gentlemen, and welcome to Waldo S. Tippin Gymnasium for the first PSAC playoff game of the season. How are you doing, Bre?
I'm wonderful. Excited to be here for some Clarion playoff volleyball.
Yes, this game is against number 4 seed Gannon against your Clarion Golden Eagles, who is sitting at the number 1 seed.
It was great to see them win that number 1 seed. You know, they were in a great battle with Cal, and with some help of some other teams, Cal dropped one of their last two games, and Clarion got to clinch that number 1 seed.
It is great to see them back here for their first home playoff game in quite some time.
Yeah, it's been since what, 2010?
I think it is. So who do you think is going to be like the main key component of this game?
I mean, you're going to see the likes of Hannah Heater and Emily Stewart play a big role in this game, but one person we haven't talked a lot about this season, that's Corinne Manley.
Yes.
And you know, she's a PSAC Scholar athlete. She's a wonderful athlete on this team. She's a senior. She's second on the team in blocks, so you can't overlook that, which is going to be big in Clarion's defense, especially against a potent Gannon offense.
Yes. Right now, she already has 549 kills and 265 blocks and 64 digs. That's her career.
Yeah.
And that's amazing. It really is.
It's been a great career so far for Corinne.
So what do you think is going to be like? Now, we already talked about like the different players. Now, what do you think is like for the whole team?
As you can see here, emotion check, you know, you always get those jitters in that first playoff game. You got to keep those in check and make sure they don't get the best of you. The second thing, stifle Gannon. They are the defending PSAC champs.
Yes,
and
they are.
And they're third offense in PSAC play right now. So you really got to make sure you stifle them, and also crowd energy. As you can see,
look at this crowd.
More and more piling in. I feel it's going to be a wonderful atmosphere. You have that to your advantage. They have a wonderful home record.
You
have
really
to
do.
use that to your advantage.
And again, if you look at the crowd, you just see this. I think this is the most people I've ever seen at a volleyball game.
Oh, absolutely. Like I said, they have a wonderful 10-2 home postseason record. So in their history. So you know this crowd is going to play a huge impact on this game.
It is going to be a very huge impact on this game. And then we're just going to always see throughout the games how Clarion, and like whenever they're in their huddles, they are always close-knit.
Oh, absolutely.
And I think that always helps them out. And I think right now we are going to take a few minutes for the national anthem.
You can hear this crowd already. Before we take a look at the anthem, I guess we're going to take a look at the overall record between these two teams. Like I said, Clarion's 31-3, Gannon 19-12.
Now here's the national anthem. And right now, if you look at the different records right now for Gannon versus Clarion, you see that Clarion is 31-3 overall, while Gannon is 19-12 overall. And Clarion is 21-2 in the PSAC, while Gannon is 14-8.
I think the biggest thing you see is Clarion went 1-1 this past weekend. They dropped their match Friday against Edinburgh, but the big story, Gannon making that final push to get that 4th seed, that 3-game win streak. They won 2. They're both games this weekend against Seton Hall and, like I said, Cal. Big win for Gannon against Cal, and they were very instrumental in aiding Clarion to be #1 overall.
Yes, that was a big help for Clarion, and we'll just have to see how this goes, really. Because
Absolutely.
every time that it's Gannon versus Clarion, it is always a great matchup. Because I know Gannon is really outscoring Clarion right now, 902 points to 808 points. It's very close, but they're still.
Right, oh right. And I mean, still that 5-5 in regular season since 2009, it's been very close between these two teams. And I think with the intensity of it being a playoff game, that's gonna make it even closer today.
Yes, it will. And right now, the Clarion Golden Eagles are sitting at 10-2 for home postseason record in history.
Yeah, like we said earlier, that's gonna be a huge factor, especially with all this crowd.
Yes, if you just watch how the crowd is reacting to whenever the lineup is being said, they're all excited about this. And again, there's just more and more students just piling in this gym.
Absolutely. Everybody's coming out to support this wonderful Clarion Golden Eagles volleyball team.
So something that we should really talk about is number 19, Morgan Sable.
She's having a silent, fantastic season. You know, no one
Yes.
talks. In volleyball, it's all about who's going to get those kills and who's scoring those points. But she is second overall in all of NCAA volleyball in digs. She's fantastic defensively for this Golden Eagles team.
And she is a sophomore. A sophomore. And she
sophomore.
has 746 digs.
Just this season. Her
Yes.
career numbers are going to be phenomenal if she has 2 more full seasons to put numbers up like this.
She's going to be dressed up with all the other seniors getting in the record books here in Clarion. So it's going to be
Absolutely.
exciting to see that in the coming years for her.
Absolutely. I mean, this team is losing a lot of key seniors, but they have a lot of underclassmen that are already there to step up. As you see, one of those underclassmen, number 10, Kelly Shannon, she's only a freshman, but she keeps seeing starting time, which is great. That means Coach Mills has great confidence in her, and you know she's going to be one of those Hannah Heaters, Emily Stewarts for the future.
Yes, now talking about starters, let's go through the lineup real quick for Clarion. We have number 4, Laura Subject. We have number 5, Emily Stewart. Number 10, Kelly Shannon. Number 15, Kelly Bernowski. Number 16, Corinne Manley. Number 18, Hannah Heater. And number 19, Morgan Sable. So let's actually kick off with this game with Gannon serving.
That was Taryn Graham, their libero, with the serve.
Gannon was unsure about what they wanted to do there, so they really just hit it over nice and soft. He had Hannah Heater there with the kill attempt. And Clarion with that first point due to Jordan Theory not getting the roll over.
Yeah, Thierry just couldn't get that where she wanted it to go, and Clarion capitalizes with that first really long set, or really long volley for that point.
Yes, now we have Laura Subject serving for Clarion. That was a great tip attempt done by Gannon, but Laura Subject was there just being able to read it great. Clarion gets that point with the ball just being barely out.
Yeah, that was a really close call. I was watching that the whole way.
Again, we're going to have Laura Subject serve for Clarion. To me, it's almost like Gannon is more about just the tipping.
Yeah, they are having issues. I don't think they're confident in their kills.
Clarion just got that point again due to too many hits on the court by Gannon.
They just were still unsure of what they wanted to do with the ball.
You had number 6, Jordan Theory, there with the kill for Gannon.
You saw Gannon maybe getting where they wanted on that one.
Now we're going to have Morgan Walters serve for Gannon. And we have Emily Stewart.
It was
there
a great
with the kill.
Great kill by Stewart. It was blocked by Gannon, but they couldn't keep it in. It went straight out of the crowd, and you just heard the cheers on that one.
Yes, and then Emily Stewart just serves here for Clarion. Gannon tried to get that kill attempt, but Laura's subject is just there in time to get it. Now Gannon just got that point due to blocking going wrong.
And you see that happen, like Clarion got a point off of Gannon for that too.
Gannon with another point due to Morgan Sable there. Wasn't sure what she really wanted to do with her hands, so she just stuck them up.
Yeah, you saw after that point, she pointed to herself. She knew that was on her, and she knows what to do next to fix it.
Clarion will be getting that point. So what do you really think of like how this game is going to end up?
I think it's going to be a very close, tight-knit match. The last time these two played together, Clarion won that 3-1, but all 4 sets were very close and could have easily gone either way.
Yes, and we just saw there is a pretty decent volley going on there, and Corinne Manley just found a perfect hole in the court, and
she definitely did.
Got that kill.
She found that weak spot.
Now we have Morgan Sable serving for Clarion again. And Gannon just got that point by Hannah Kern with a kill attempt.
It was one of those blocks that just went out of bounds. Nothing they could do with the momentum.
It is very hard to make sure that your blocks stay in, especially on the edges. Gannon was just too far into the net there, and Clarion got that point.
Capitalizing on those calls.
Now we have Lauren Mogalski, who just came in for Hannah Heater serving for Clarion.
That's been the rotation you've seen all season.
You see Hannah Kern here for Gannon really getting all of the kills. So it looks like she's almost like Clarion's Emily Stewart.
She is. I mean, she's 5th in all of PSAC with 394 kills.
So it's going to be interesting to see how many kills she'll get tonight.
Yeah, that's definitely a player Clarion has to watch and try and keep her down if they're going to succeed.
Clarion will be getting that point due to a double hit while setting from Gannon. But we just saw that Hannah Kern, she just served and it just like lobbed over.
Yeah, it was a very soft one.
Again, Hannah Kern there with the kill attempt. And Emily Stewart with a tip attempt. Now, Hannah Kern, she just did a hit that I rarely see. What she did was she almost had like a fist, and it was like almost like tomahawking it.
Yeah.
And you rarely see that type of hit, but because it's very hard to control.
Yeah, it's very hard to control momentum off of that and get it to go where you want it to.
Now we just had Emily Stewart there with the kill for Clarion University. Now we're going to have Corinne Manley serve for Clarion. Gannon with another point due to blocking.
Yeah, it went off their fingers, and then right behind them, no one was there to catch that.
Now we just had number 8, Taryn Graham, serve for Gannon, and Gannon was just not paying attention there.
They didn't think that was going over the net, and I wasn't even sure if that was going over the net. It was such a slow rollover.
Now we're gonna have Laura Subject serve for Clarion. And Jordan Theory just couldn't get high enough to get the point for Gannon, so we're gonna have Laura Subject serve again.
Yeah, there wasn't much on that kill. It went right into the net.
Laura Subject looked like she was trying to just barely get it over the net, or maybe try one of those trick net hits.
Yeah, I think she was trying something different on that. Her and Coach Mills had been planning it a minute before. They were talking and giggling about something.
Yeah.
And so I feel like they weren't too disappointed with that not working out.
Sometimes in the playoffs, you do have to try some trickery, just like we just saw from Hannah Heater. Looked like she was going to go on a full-out kill, but changed her mind and just did a little tip.
Yeah.
Got right past Gannon.
Yeah, it's the playoffs. This is when you pull out all the stops and you go for everything that you've been practicing.
Now we're going to have Emily Stewart, excuse me, serve for Clarion. She tried to get that dig, but just could not get it fast enough.
That ball found that back corner, that very back corner, right at the line judge. You saw him laughing because it came right at him.
Yes, and this is something that we're actually not used to seeing. We have refs being the line judge.
I imagine that's since it's the playoffs.
Yes, of course. Now the score is 12-2. It seems this game, it's going to be a very close game all day, I think. Oh, excuse me. Well, now it's 13-10. Now we're going to have Morgan Sable serving for Clarion. Emily Stewart was trying to get a pancake in there. Oh.
They called the point on Clarion for that, I believe, because Gannon was over the net.
Oh. See, I was just more worried about seeing if she got that pancake or not.
Yeah, I believe that's what the call was on that one.
And here's a replay going on, and we'll see what happened. Oh, so it actually hit outside of the line, and she didn't even touch it.
Well, there you go.
So that's excellent for her.
Yeah. Great call for Clarion. She was going all for it.
Yeah, she was.
Just worked out in their favor. As we said earlier, this Clarion-Gannon rivalry is something that's been very close throughout the regular season, 5-5 since 2009.
And Gannon has been outscoring Clarion, like we said earlier, the 902 to 808.
Which in volleyball is really close. So.
Yes, it is, just because every point counts in a game.
And in Clarion women's volleyball postseason history, they've only faced Gannon once, and in that they are 1-0 against Gannon.
It's going to be very interesting to see how this game pans out, with Morgan Sable serving again for Clarion. Morgan Sable there with the kill, with the dig, excuse me. But then Gannon, they just got right back in.
That was a wonderful rebound by Gannon. They were not distraught that kill was dug out by Morgan Sable, and it had so much momentum it went right back over the net, and Hannah Heater didn't even know that it was going to be coming right back at her.
Seeing Clarion versus Gannon is always very interesting because the coaches just have such an amazing bond with each other. Because I know just before this game, both head coaches hugged it out first. And it's always great to see that.
A friendly competition.
Now I have Lauren Malgalski serving for Clarion. Hannah Kern there with the kill attempt. Emily Stewart did her roll. You really do see them always going to Hannah Kern.
Yeah, Hannah Kren seems to be, like I said, I mean, they're their biggest hitter. And with it being the playoffs, they're going to use her as much as they can.
Gannon's there for the serve. And Laura Subject tried to trick them by just by throwing it over there, but they
recovered.
They had great reactions for that. Some great volleying going by both teams there. But Gannon ended up with that point.
Yeah, it went off of, I believe, Stewart, and just she didn't control it the right direction. It went right out into the crowd.
Something that we keep seeing throughout this game is as soon as Gannon even gets a chance to just spike it in their faces, they get it. Like they take that opportunity.
Absolutely. And you see Coach Mills, you know, taking her properly timed timeout. She knows that our girls need a breather to get back into this after Gannon's pulled in within 1 point, 15 to 14. She always does this, and they seem to always be effective.
Yes.
We talked a little bit earlier about her. We're going to talk about her again. Morgan Siebold, wonderful for being only a sophomore, second in all of NCAA Division II or Division III. Wonderful for her, 746 digs. What a great career she's having. And she's
having a great year for a sophomore. Now we're going to be coming back from this timeout with Gannon serving. We have Megan Wendell served for Gannon. Hannah Kern just got in there with a kill. So we're gonna have to, she's just one player that we have to keep watching from them.
Absolutely.
Emily Stewart there with a kill attempt.
There she's again, number 13. Hannah Kren.
She was unable to get the ball high enough.
Yeah, that was her with the kill attempt, but it just didn't go over.
Now we have Carly Bernowski, who just served for Clarion. Laura Subject, she knew that was going to be a really tricky set to do, so she just hit it over, but then Hannah Kern.
Yeah, Hannah Kern's been heating up for Gannon. She is one of the key reasons they are now tied.
Yes, and now she's going to be serving right now for Gannon. Hannah Heater there. Oh, Emily Stewart there with the tip attempt, but they were able to block it.
Emily Stewart just had no one around there to help her out. She hit it to the net and tried to hit it again, which she knew obviously she couldn't do.
Hannah Kern
Gannon the
serving
first
again.
lead of this set.
Saw Hannah Kern there having a quick reaction to Emily Stewart's kill attempt, and Clarion will be getting that point. They were calling that somebody was in the net. So
Emily Stewart was determined to get the kill on that set, though.
Yes,
Did you
she
see
was.
her in so much intensity there?
Now we just had Corinne Manley serve for Clarion, and Clarion will get that point due to a kill attempt going out.
And they come right back and get the lead.
Corinne Manley there with a powerful serve. And then getting another point due to Gannon having those kill attempts, or if they don't come from Hannah Kern, then the kill attempt seems to be going out.
Yeah, Jordan Thierry had a little bit too much power on that. It went outside. There she was again on that one, but Clarion there to block it.
Clarion got that point, and the line judge was saying that it was in, and that coach.
Here we go. Look at that again.
Here's a replay, so let's look at it. It was in. You saw it right below our box, and it was in.
Also, I believe it looked a little bit like it went slightly off of their libero.
So here again is Hannah Kern, number 13 for Gannon, with 394 kills.
That's 5th overall in the PSAC, which is a big part of why Gannon is their number 4 seed and where they are so far.
Yeah, and whenever you look at Emily Stewart, who's our big kill person, she only has 443.
Yeah, I don't know where she is overall in the PSAC then. She must be 3rd or 4th.
Corinne Manley again serving for Clarion. And Clarion getting that point due to excellent blocking.
Absolutely. And Laura Subject is having a great game defensively so far.
Yes, she is.
She's been essential on a few blocks and digs.
Hannah Kern there just trying to get a kill attempt from the back row. And they tipped that ball. So Clarion's going to take the lead 21-17. Corinne Manley still serving for Clarion.
Gannon runs out of hits and can't even manage just to get it over.
They can't, and it's almost like Hannah Kern, she's only excellent whenever she's in the front row. Whenever she's in the back row, she doesn't know how to do it.
Yeah.
And it looks like Clarion is almost communicating more than Gannon is today.
Going back to how they really can't function quite as well when Hannah Kren's not in the front row. She widely leads her team in kills. Like I said, she's 5th overall in PSAC play, but the second person on their team is Kyla Knickerbocker, and she only has 197 kills.
That is a major, major difference.
Absolutely. So that's for Gannon to fill that gap when Hannah's not in the front row. It's very hard for them to do.
Now we're going to see if Clarion can get match point, and they did. They got the game point
off of a very powerful
kill.
Emily Stewart kill.
That was a great way to end that game.
Wonderful match by Clarion.
And here we are going to be having a quick replay. Here's a replay of it, and
there it goes.
Great. She just found that perfect hole.
That was just a rocket.
It was amazing. But right now we are going to send it to a quick commercial break, and we will be back with you guys for game number 2.
When you throw away money on wasted electricity, you're throwing away everything you could have bought with it. Saving energy saves you money. Learn more.
Oh, where are you going, Outsman?
We are back for game number 2. And how do you think game number 2 is going to go?
Well, I mean, we're going to see a lot of what happened in that first game. You're going to see Hannah Kren having a lot of power for Gannon, and then you know, they're really gonna, if they're gonna get into this game and win a set or two, or, you know, as they're trying to do 3, they're really gonna have to find some secondary scoring. And right now they don't have that, and Clarion knows how to handle their secondary scoring because it's, you know, pretty mediocre. So Clarion just gotta keep doing what they're doing. Their power hitters are hitting. They have phenomenal defense. Their first and defense, they have a PSAC leading 17.9 digs per set. Obviously a lot because Morgan is.
Yes.
And so, you know, and that leads to the fact that that's why they're doing so great. And then here at Tip and Gym, they're phenomenal.
Yeah, they have 56 and 16 at home since 2009. So that leads them this year with 10 and 2 at the postseason home.
Absolutely.
And that is an excellent record to have here. Just because just throughout throughout these past 4 years, they have made it so far. They've made it all the way down to Kentucky for the Elite 8.
And
it's
I mean,
just
obviously
great
that's
to see
their
them.
goal again this year.
And it all really reflects back on Coach Mills and how she is an excellent coach and how she does a great job recruiting new players year after year after year.
Absolutely. And I mean, like I said earlier in the program about how Kelly Shannon is a freshman that's been starting these games with some of these remarkable seniors and juniors we have, that really just builds the program for future years to come. You're not just relying on your seniors, because once they're gone, you know, you want to build the best team you can this year, but you also need to keep in mind the future, because once those key players are gone, what are you going to have? And Coach Mills is one of the best at making sure that the future is set.
And now we're going to start off this game with Laura Subject serving for Clarion. Gannon gets that point with Jordan Theory getting a kill attempt. And right now we're looking at Hannah Kern. She's actually in the back row again. So we're gonna have to watch to see what happens there.
Yep. That's gonna be a disadvantage for Gannon for a while.
Morgan Walters just served there for Gannon, and Emily Stewart, tried to get that kill attempt, but wasn't able to. Hannah Kern there with a kill attempt from the back row, and Kelly Shannon tried to get a kill attempt, but was unable to due to blocks.
Yeah, right into the net.
So we're going to see Morgan Walters serve for Gannon again. And that is going to go way out and hit Coach Mills.
I'd say that's out.
But now we're going to see Emily Stewart serve for Clarion.
Oh,
and Jordan Theory got that kill attempt. They were having a hard time with that one, and you saw Laura Subject. Finally, someone got a pancake.
Yeah,
it made me happy.
It was tipped over and they got it, but there was just no one there to control it off of that.
Emily Stewart there with a roll. With Hannah Kern with a kill attempt, but Clarion was able to block it and keep it in.
It was a great block by Clarion. There was a lot of momentum coming off of that.
Gannon thought that ball was going to go out whenever they blocked it, but stayed right in. Morgan Sable now serving for Clarion, but that is going to go straight out.
Not often do you see Clarion players miss their serves.
Yes, it is very rare. Now we're going to have Gannon serve with Carly Bernowski there with the kill attempt. And Gannon's Emily Carver trying to get a kill attempt, but hit it right out.
It was just a little bit out. I'd say 2-3 inches out. She was just a little bit too hard on that kill.
Now we're going to have Lauren Olgalski serve for Clarion. Carly Bernowski there with the kill. Gannon was just not able to control her dig.
Yeah, that was just way too much power on that. And Gannon's Morgan Walters just couldn't control the momentum, and it went right out.
You had Gannon there with the kill attempts, but libero Morgan Sable was able to recover it just like she just did again. Carly Bernowski there with another kill attempt. This is a great volley going for both teams. And Clarion ended up getting that point due to a kill attempt going out.
Yeah, it hit that outside line. There was some wonderful blocking by both teams on that, though.
Olgalski served again for Clarion. And Hannah Kern tried to get that kill attempt, but she hit it out yet again.
Yeah, now that Kern's back to the front, I think that she was a little too anxious to get that opportunity.
Yes.
Some
Another
miscommunication
point,
on
yes.
that one.
There's
You
some major
saw.
miscommunication going on between Gannon, and looks like it.
Yeah,
looks like
Kren
they're
and
almost getting
Thierry ran
frustrated.
into each other, and then their libero wasn't prepared to move over to get that ball.
Emily Carver will get that kill attempt, and whenever you watch her like go for the kill, she almost does a different position than everybody else does.
Yeah, trying to throw them off.
Yeah. Now we just had Megan Wendell serve for Gannon. I think something we are going to see a lot in this match is a lot of volleying, and that was just that was a great job done by Clarion there.
You heard the crowd reaction on that one. They were very proud of these Eagles to get that ball over.
And Clarion will get that point.
Look at
the crowd is
reaction
just amazing.
on
Even
that
the
point.
players are so excited about this game right now because, like, I'm going to say it again, the volleys are just so long that every point means everything.
Absolutely, that was a very intense point.
They are really putting their heart, every player out there is putting their heart and soul into the game. So this is excellent game.
And once again, another close match.
Again, great volleying going on with Clarion getting that point.
Gannon's block goes out.
Now we are going to have Corinne Manley serve for Clarion. And Clarion will get that point again due to Jordan Thierry, who her kill attempt went out.
You see Gannon having a lot of those a little too overzealous, you know, trying to do too much with 1 point.
Yes. And there was Corinne Manley with a pancake.
Oh, it's wonderful.
That was excellent. And that is a move that you rarely see, and Clarion is going to get another point.
That was a big point to get off that move, for sure.
Yes, it is, and especially because there was 3 of them there, 2 of them blocking, and the third one just in case if the block went bad, but The third, she just couldn't get there.
Yeah. Corinne just came in from behind.
So let's look at this replay of what has been happening. And you saw that block right there.
Gannon could control it off the net, and no one was there to recover well, and it went out.
Yes, this is excellent game going on. 11-6, Clarion.
Absolutely. And Clarion's defense definitely doing its best. It has held, Clarion holds opponents to a PSAC low of 9.56 kills per set, which you're seeing Gannon trying to overcome that and getting a little too excited and putting too much on that.
Yes, now we're just gonna have to see how Gannon reacts after coming back from a timeout, because it always seems like the team that calls the timeout, they always accelerate once they come back. Now Corinne Manley just served for Clarion. And that point is going to go to Gannon. We're going to have Taryn Graham serve for Gannon. Emily Stewart there with the kill attempt. Now she just had a roll there. Gannon with another kill attempt, but Carly Bernowski was there just in time. Gannon will get that point due to Clarion just trying to block it.
Yeah, must have just gone off of someone's fingers.
Again, Gannon serving. And you had Carly Bernowski there with the kill attempt. Now we have Hannah Heater coming back in play. So now you have Kelly Shannon, Hannah Heater, and Emily Stewart all in front.
Your big team hitters right now.
We're gonna have Laura Subject serve for Clarion here. Hannah Kern looked like she wasn't sure what she really wanted to do with her hands there. And Gannon will get that point due to blocking. Now we're gonna have Morgan Walters serve for Gannon. And that is going to go out. One thing that you do hear with Clarion is they're always communicating.
Oh, absolutely. They're definitely one of the best teams in communication.
Just now you heard all of them say out. And it's not just the players on the court, it is also the players off the court.
Absolutely.
And you heard them all say tip, but it was just they were all just too far away to even get that ball.
Yeah, no one was there to be there in time.
Now we're gonna have Gannon serve. Hannah Heater with the kill.
She found that weak spot and she powered it home.
And that's one name that we really haven't said today.
Yeah, we haven't heard a lot from her today. You saw all of Gannon's team just turn and watch that ball hit the floor.
Yes. So now we're gonna have Morgan Sables serve for Clarion. With Hannah Kern trying to get a kill attempt, but Clarion got it, and Gannon just could not handle that block.
They definitely couldn't.
So now Clarion is up 15-10 with Morgan Sable serving again. Hannah Kern there with the kill attempt, and it will go out. This is one game that we're really not seeing much from Hannah Kern for Gannon, and she's even in the front row.
Yeah, that was one of the first attempts she's had so far this game, and too much power on it.
But there she is right there getting a kill.
That is It's always how it goes, isn't it? You say they're not showing up, and that's right when they do.
Now we are going to have Gannon serve again. It's going to go straight to Emily Stewart. And Corinne Manley with a kill attempt. With a kill. Gannon thought that they were going to be able to get over in time, but just couldn't get there. Plus
right into the bleachers.
Yes. Now we're going to have Lauren Molgalski serve for Clarion. And Hannah Kern is going to try and get a kill attempt. Carly Bernowski there with one.
That was Emily Carver with that kill that went off of Clarion and out. She looked like she was about to put a bunch of momentum behind that one too.
I think it's almost like I was saying before, like the positioning that she does.
Yeah.
Gannon will get that point due to a kill attempt going out. Megan Wendell serving for Gannon. A little miscommunication going on between Gannon, but they ended up getting that point. With Coach Mills calling a timeout. And we're gonna see a replay of the past play of them having a poor block.
Yeah, just, one of those blocks. You see, both teams are guilty of it. It happens. Sometimes you can't, there's just no way to control it. The physics just won't allow the momentum to go the other way.
Yes. And we're gonna look at rivalry again. In regular season, Gannon versus Clarion 5-5 since 2009.
Just so big between these two teams. And like I said, this is the third meeting of this season, obviously the first playoff game, but in the regular season, Clarion won both of those 3-1. But the last match that was held here at Clarion was 25-23, 23-25, 25-22, and 25-19. So very close sets all across the board.
It's always a close game between these two schools. And now we have Carly Bernowski there with a kill attempt. And Hannah Kern with a kill attempt, but Clarion was able to recover from it, but they weren't able to recover from the Emily Carver block. So now we're gonna have Gannon serve again.
They had a great initial block, but just couldn't do anything with it after that.
Carly Bernowski there with a kill attempt, but again, Emily Carver.
I think Gannon's starting to pick up those spots that Clarion are not necessarily weak on, but they're just tiny weaknesses over here.
Carly Bernowski actually hitting around that block, but Gannon got another point due to bad blocking from Clarion. And now we are going to have Jocelyn Yurch come in for Carly Bernowski. And she's another player that we do see off and on throughout all the games.
Yeah, she's one of those underclassmen that gets some turns playing with the seniors.
Hannah Kern there with a kill attempt. And Clarion recovering somehow.
That was a great recovery between Stewart and Subject.
And they didn't even think that happened. But they're going to say that Clarion got that point due to Gannon touching the ball.
I didn't see who it went off of, but
I did not see who it went off of, but you can see that the Gannon coach was arguing with the refs, and Carly Bernowski serving for Clarion. Corinne Manley there with the kill attempt, but Gannon was able to recover from it. And Gannon there with their blocks.
They're picking up on a lot of blocks so far this set.
It's almost like Emily Carver is their best blocker. Gannon there serving, and it was out.
It's a good break for Clarion to get the serve back here and maybe settle it down a little bit.
Yes, with the score being 19-18 in game 2. We have Corinne Manley serve there, but it was just a little too short. Now Emily Carver is out right now, so we'll have to see how they do with blocking now that she's out.
She is the second on the team in blocks.
Emily Stewart there with a kill attempt. And it was Hannah Kern. She hit the ball. It just barely touched the net, and they just didn't read that ball properly. So again, Gannon serving. And Coach Mills will call another timeout with Gannon leading 21-19 in game 2.
It's very needed because Clarion was holding the lead for much of that game. Gannon, like you said, now taking the lead, and a lot of miscommunication coming from that Clarion side, which is rare. That doesn't happen often.
Yeah, because typically Clarion is great at communication.
Yeah, I mean, we talked about that all season long. So a few of these plays, you know, Coach Mills always takes appropriate timeouts. She sees these girls really need to settle down, take a breather, and get back into this.
Yes, and maybe I think that is what she's hoping to happen for this time, from this timeout. But going back to the crowd energy, it's great to see this many people.
It is, and it's definitely filled up even since the game started. You know, they have the second set of bleachers up over there. Very packed Tippin Gymnasium.
It is a very packed.
For this playoff game.
Now we're gonna have Gannon continue serving, coming back from this timeout. And Gannon will get that point due to blocking. We're just gonna have to see how Clarion reacts to this now. And then Gannon just doing whatever they could to get that ball back over.
And another block by Gannon. That leads to a Gannon point.
But like we have said before, these games always go back and forth between each other.
They do.
And there is Laura Subject there with a trick set.
You always see her try that at least 3 times a game.
Yes, and she's excellent at it.
Absolutely. She's good at reading the situation and realizing that no one's paying attention if she just throws it over to a weak spot.
Now she's going to be serving here for Clarion. And Clarion doing whatever it takes to get the ball over. And just were not able to read that blocking.
No, they had a good block on their own, but no one was over there for where the block was going to go.
So now the score is 24-20 Gannon with Morgan Walters serving for Gannon.
Set point.
And Clarion will get that point due to, I think it was Emily Stewart with that kill coming off of Hannah Kern. And that's going to go out with Gannon winning this game 25-21.
it's rare, like we said, for them to miss serves and to give up this set on a missed serve.
Okay, well, right now, again, we're going to send it to a commercial break, and we'll be back with game number 3.
When you throw away money on wasted electricity, you're throwing away everything you could have bought with it. Saving energy saves you money. Learn more at energysavers.gov.
Oh, are you going out tonight?
I can't. My parents say I have to be home right after work.
That's so gay.
Totally gay.
Ugh, that is so Emma and Julia.
Why are you saying that's so Emma and Julia?
Well, you know when something is dumb or stupid, you say that's so Emma and Julia.
Who says that?
Everyone.
Imagine if who you are were used as an insult. When you say that's so gay, do you realize what you say?
And welcome back. Soon we're going to be starting game 3 here, but let's take a quick look back on last year's PSAC championship results. In the quarterfinals, it was Lock Haven versus Millersville, and Lock Haven won 3 games to nothing. While Shippensburg versus Westchester, again, Shippensburg 3, Westchester nothing. And another 3-0 game, Gannon versus Mercyhurst.
I think it looks like Clarion was the only one the only losing team that at least won a set there when they dropped their match to Cal.
Yes,
won.
that California won 3-1. And then in the semifinals, Lock Haven won 3-2 against Cal. And Gannon also won 3-2 against Shippensburg. Then in the finals, it was Gannon versus Lock Haven, and we all know how that ended, and Gannon won 3-2. So it's definitely going to be interesting to see how this plays off today.
Absolutely. I mean, you see in that second set, Gannon came back and did what they needed to get back into this game and tie it up at a set apiece. And Clarion really just needs to get their communication back and do what they did in that first set to put Gannon away.
Now we're going to have Gannon here serve for game number 3. That went straight to Emily Stewart. And Carly Bernowski there with a kill attempt, but Gannon was able to recover it. And Gannon just got a point.
Starting off like last game, Gannon getting all these big points off of blocks.
Again, we're going to see Taryn Graham serve for Gannon, but it was just too short.
Gives Clarion a chance to start things their own way here with Laura Subject, Smiley Subject, serving.
Gannon recovered with a dig. Carly Bernowski trying to get a kill attempt from the back row. And again, we're seeing these long volleys. And Gannon will be getting that point due to it hitting off of Clarion Golden Eagle.
I saw Laura Subject doing a lot of digging in that set, or in that point.
Now we're gonna have Gannon serve. Morgan Sable with the dig. Now Clarion is going to get that point with Emily Stewart now serving for Clarion.
Good break for Clarion to keep them right here in this.
And Clarion is going to get another point. Again, we see the Gannon coach arguing with the ref about why he's calling some of the stuff he is. Clarion will get a point there due to a double hit. And again, you just have to just watch the Gannon coach's face. He's very puzzled by why all this is happening. Clarion will get that point.
Yeah, Gannon just got caught in the net on that one. They couldn't get it out of there. Their coach is not happy.
And their coach keeps getting yelled at by the ref, saying you need to calm it down, but we'll see how it plays off throughout the game. Carly Bernowski there with the kill attempt. And Gannon will get that point. Now we're going to see Jordan Theory serve for Gannon. Carly Bernowski there with a kill attempt. And they played it off the ceiling.
They did.
Emily Stewart there with the save for Clarion. Great decision making going on there by Clarion. And just could not block that ball properly.
Doing what Gannon does best.
Again, Jordan Theory will be serving for Gannon. Little miscommunication happening from Clarion. Some of them were saying out, some of them, but then they ended up getting that ball.
Yeah, it doesn't matter because they came back and Gannon was the one that couldn't control it off of the dig, and it goes out.
Now we're gonna have Morgan Sable serve for Clarion. Emily Stewart there with a kill attempt. And a save done by Emily Stewart and Laura Subject. And that ball will be called out off of the block of Hannah Heater.
Clarion's losing a lot of points because of that.
You see Coach Mills trying to show Hannah what she should do so that doesn't happen again. Now we are going to have Gannon serve again. Some great volleying coming from both teams.
I know, another one of these long volleys.
And a great tips done by Corinne Manley, and Carly Bernowski was also there.
Yeah, that was a great decision on their part.
So now we have Lauren Malgalski serving for Clarion. So we'll see how this goes. And you saw that kill attempt, well, that kill done by Gannon, and Morgan Sable almost didn't know what to do.
Yeah, she was half trying to block her face and half trying to keep it in, and it went off her and out. There was just way too much momentum on that one.
Gannon serving the ball. Carly Bernowski trying to get a kill attempt, but just didn't get the ball high enough. So we're gonna see Gannon serve. Goes straight to Morgan Sable, and Carly Bernowski there with a kill attempt.
Gannon just content to get it over there on that.
And again, excellent blocks being done by Gannon.
Yeah, they definitely are taking a page out of Clarion's book in how to win.
Laura's subject just tried to get a kill attempt there, but Clarion will be getting a point due to Gannon being in the net. So we're gonna have Carly Bernowski with the serve. There's Hannah Kern there trying to get a kill attempt. And Clarion will get that point. You can see the coach very, very disappointed in that call.
Yeah, that was a very close call. I couldn't tell from this side.
And you even see a player over there talking to him about what was going on. Carly Bernowski serving for Clarion. And Clarion again with the point.
Now you see Clarion trying to get into a rhythm here.
Yes. And it's excellent timing since Gannon was up, but now it is Clarion up 10-8. And that ball is out by Gannon. You can almost see how Gannon is starting to get frustrated, but it also doesn't help how angry their coach is.
Now, I mean, that one was clearly out. I know there have been a few really close calls, but
And we just saw Emily Carver for Gannon get that kill.
yeah, Bernowski had the dig on that, but Manley wasn't in quite the right place.
Emily Stewart doing whatever she can to get that ball over, but just couldn't do it. Now we're going to see Hannah Kern serve for Gannon. And, oh! And we got that.
That ball had so much momentum, it almost hit us.
Yes.
That was wonderful.
That was a great kill done by Emily Stewart there.
That had so much power behind it, it could power this TV. Like, there just was.
And right now you see some excellent volleying going on with both teams. You just see them all doing bump set spikes, and Gannon's going to end up with that point.
Going back to that Emily Stewart kill that almost hit us, she missed the one right before, and Emily Stewart is such a fantastic player in the sense that when she does something wrong, she comes back 10 times more power and fixes it, and you really saw on that point.
And Gannon just had a serve, but it went straight out. Now we are going to see that Hannah Heater just came back in, and Laura Subject is going to serve for Clarion. Point went to Gannon after a kill by them.
Yeah, Carly Bernowski just didn't have her hands quite in the right position. Her hands really are the ones that send it straight to the floor.
Then that ball went straight to Carly Bernowski, and Emily Stewart there with the kill. Now we're going to see Emily Stewart serve for Clarion. Gannon ended up getting that point because Carly Bernowski, she tried to pancake and tried to save the ball, but she ended up hitting it twice.
Yeah, she was called on a double hit there.
Gannon with the serve, and it was out. Now we are going to see Morgan Sable serve for Clarion. Great save done by Laura Subject. Great blocking done by Hannah Heater and Corinne Manley. But they just could not block that ball properly.
No, that would have been in the perfect position. Had it gone over the net, it would have had more room to go, but there was no one over there for Clarion expecting that to come towards them.
So now we're going to see Gannon serve once again, with the score being 15-14. Hannah Kern there with the kill attempt, and Clarion just not being able to recover from that kill.
That ties it back up here again. This set has been very back and forth for both teams.
It is now with the score being 15-15. It's going to be an interesting game. Hannah Heater with the kill. Now we're going to see her come out and Lauren Malgolski come in and serve for Clarion. And Clarion just got another point. And we're going to see the replay of Hannah Heater's kill. And it actually did. It hit the girl in the face.
It rebounded off herself onto her face.
And Hannah Kern was trying to get a kill attempt, but it just hit right off the net and right back into her face also.
You see Gannon's coach taking a timeout here, trying to get his girls back into it.
But going back to how the coaches, like how they are acting towards their players, it's totally like. Well,
all right,
first we're gonna
at
see
this again.
the
Super slow
replay.
motion.
She bent over backwards.
I know. Morgan Walters pretty much did a back bend on the courts.
Yes, but going back to the coaches, we have two different coaches. We have cool, calm, and collective versus
I was
very, very angry.
thinking that same exact thing earlier.
And
Head
you can
coach
see
Matt
it.
Darling is anything but darling to his
Yes.
players right now. He is fierce at them, trying to get them to get back into this game and do whatever it is they did in that second set, because he is fierce.
But it also reflects on how the players play.
Oh, for sure.
And Gannon's going to get that point due to a kill attempt going out. So number 16, Megan Wendell, will be serving for Gannon. And they are going to get a point from getting great blocking after Carly Bernowski tried to have a kill attempt. Something about Megan Wendell's serve is she just tries to really like just lob it over.
Clarion playing that one off the ceiling. It had so much momentum.
And Clarion will get that point after Emily Stewart got a kill from the back row. Gannon just could not control their hits. Now we're going to see Carly Bernowski serve for Clarion. And Clarion will get another point. But here's a quick fact about the PSAC. Did you know that they actually donate $42,100 to Make-A-Wish Foundation?
That's awesome.
That is an outstanding thing that they do. And Clarion, oh, Gannon is going to get that point. Corinne Manley tried to get it. Yeah, she tried to get that kill attempt, but it was just a little bit too far out.
Yeah, a little too much on it.
And you could see that Coach Mills was almost questioning it, but she knows when to back off.
Yeah, she definitely does.
Emily Stewart also tried to get a kill attempt, but again, it just went a little bit too far out, and Coach Mills is going to call a timeout with the score being 20-20. But going back to some of these quick facts, there are 23 championships, and it's the largest amount sponsored by any NCAA Division II conference.
PSA is such a big conference. They have 18 colleges now, 18 institutions that are a part of PSAC. Just because Seton Hill and Pitt Johnstown just joined.
Yes, and that having those two schools is great to the PSAC.
Absolutely. As we look once again, Clarion has home court advantage. They're so well at home, especially with this great crowd.
Going back to the crowd, you see them cheering on their team, and it's a great atmosphere to be here tonight.
It definitely is great to see this, first home playoff game since 2010. Everybody wants to come out and see a part of this wonderful volleyball run.
Now we're going to see Gannon, Hannah Kern, serve for Gannon. Clarion having a little miscommunication there, but they did whatever they could to get the ball over. And Emily Carver there with the kill. She's a great hitter. Whether she's on the outside or if she's a middle hitter, she's great. Again, Hannah Kerr serving for Gannon. And it looked like the two setters were having a little battle there.
Absolutely,
but Clarion ended up losing.
Coach Mills calling another timeout. Clearly they didn't, do what she wanted after that one she just took. Gannon takes a 2-point lead, and, she wants her girls back in this.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what happens for the rest of this game with Gannon only being 3 points away.
Yeah, you don't want to see Gannon go up 2 sets to 1.
So we'll just have to see how Clarion reacts after this timeout.
Really what they need to do is come out with a lot of energy, Those big kills like you saw Emily Stewart's with all that power. They need to harness that into some points.
We just saw again Hannah Kerr having 394 kills, and so she is a 5th in PSAC for kills. Here she is serving for Gannon. Emily Stewart there with a kill attempt, and that block is going to go out, so now Clarion is going to have the point, being 1 point behind Gannon for game 3.
Great communication on that one. You saw they all just stood back and watched and hoped that it went out because that's what they were planning on it doing.
Yes, now we just had Corinne Manley serve for Clarion, and we just saw that Gannon's Jordan Theory had a great kill. So now we're gonna see Gannon again serve. And a little miscommunication happening there with Clarion, but Emily Stewart was able to get the ball over. And you just saw some blocks going wrong, and Lauren Malgowski was trying to save it, but just couldn't get there quick enough.
Here's Gannon, set point.
And that ball is going to be called out, with the game being 22-24. And if Clarion would like to win this game, they have to win by 2 points. So we just saw Laura Subject serve. Carly Bernowski there with a kill attempt. Jordan Theory trying to tip it over, but Laura Subject was able to read it.
It was a great move by Subject.
And Gannon is going to get that point. 25-22 is end of game 3, with Gannon winning 2-1 now.
Tough to see. Clarion has to take this break.
We're gonna look here at the game point. And it was number 10, Kayla Knickerbocker, who got that point. But now we are going to send it to, once again, another commercial break. So we will be back for game number 4.
Oh, are you going out tonight?
When you throw away money on wasted electricity, you're throwing away everything you could have bought with it. Saving energy saves you money. Learn more at energysavers.gov.
Oh, are you going out tonight?
I can't. My parents say I have to be home right after work.
That's so gay.
Totally gay.
Ugh, that is so Emma and Julia.
Why are you saying that's so Emma and Julia?
Well, you know when something is dumb or stupid, you say that's so Emma and Julia.
Who says that?
Everyone.
Imagine if who you are were used as an insult. When you say that's so gay, do you realize what you say?
And welcome back for game number 4, with Gannon winning 2-1 against Clarion. So we're gonna have to see how it goes.
Yeah, this is the first time this season that Gannon's been up over Clarion. Like I said, they've met twice so far this season, and both times Clarion won 3-1. So the first 2 sets were identical, you know, Clarion winning the first and Gannon winning the second. But like I said, Gannon takes their first lead on Clarion this season.
Yeah, so we're just gonna have to see what happens in this game. And you see that the fans they're just being so supportive of this team tonight.
Absolutely, you know, you see the worry on their faces though. Obviously they're sticking behind their Golden Eagles, but they really have to come out in this game and fire on all cylinders if they're gonna get back into this match.
Yeah, and we're gonna see how everything pans out in this game, because this is a make or break for Clarion right now.
Absolutely, this game is do or die. Your season's on the line.
And we just saw that Coach Mills, she even pulled aside the players who are not even on the court right now to give them a little pep talk also, and that's what great coaching is all about.
Absolutely, you get everybody involved.
Yes. And now we're going to start this game off with Laura Subject serving for Clarion. That went straight to Gannon's libero. And little miscommunication happening between Clarion, and it hit right in between Laura Subject and Morgan Sable. So now Gannon will be serving. Laura Subject, she wasn't too sure of what hit that was, and her and Coach Mills are trying to say that she didn't do that type of hit, but they have to go with what was already called. So now Gannon is going to serve again.
The best part about that is even though it was against her and she's arguing it, Laura Subject is still smiling.
Yes, she's always smiling. We're going to see Gannon get that kill attempt. There's just some major miscommunication happening between Clarion right now.
Clarion needs to, like I said at the beginning of the broadcast, one of the keys to the game, keep their emotions in check. And, you know, that was for the start and the jitters, but that's, you know, the whole game. You might get frustrated a little bit.
Yes, and we just saw there Gannon hitting the ball a little bit too hard and it going out. So now we're going to have Emily Stewart serve for Clarion.
Gives Clarion a break and a chance to maybe get things going their way.
And Hannah Heater got a kill attempt in there, and it looked like some miscommunication happening between Gannon because they both went to actually like bump it,
Here it is
but
again.
it just went right in between them.
Yeah, it went off their libero, Taryn Graham, and over to the corner.
Emily Stewart there serving, and Gannon trying to get a kill attempt. And now Clarion just got a kill by Carly Bernowski. Little miscommunication happening there with Gannon.
Just enough to get them right back into this game, though.
Again, Emily Stewart's going to be serving. And great defense done by Gannon right there, but now we just had Hannah Kern couldn't defend that ball.
That initial play, though, by Gannon, they themselves were surprised they managed to get that over the net.
Yeah, it was very odd hits.
Absolutely.
Now we just had Emily Stewart again serve for Clarion, and Gannon tried to get a kill attempt, but it went out. Clarion leads 5-3 in game 3. Gannon there, recovering from a block done by Clarion. Carly Bernowski just rolling the ball over. And Gannon's setter she swung the ball right over, and
Laura Subject caught on, but no one was there to catch the ball off of her hands.
yes. So now we're going to see Gannon serve. Carly Bernowski there with a kill attempt, and ball went astray. So now Clarion will get that point. Morgan Sable serve for Clarion. Gannon trying to get a kill attempt, but Carly Bernowski and Corinne Manley were there for a great block. Gannon is going to get a point due to
some error from Clarion gives Gannon that point.
Yes, I think everybody was they're a little confused as to what happened. But now we are going to have Gannon serve. Carly Bernowski there just bumping the ball over. And Emily Stewart just couldn't get Hannah Kern's kill. Again, Gannon will be serving with a tied game 3 at 6 points each. Hannah Heater tried to get a kill attempt. Clarion will get that point, making it 7-6 in game 4. Now we are going to have Lauren Malgalski serve for Clarion. And Clarion just could not get their block properly.
No, it was one of those blocking errors you saw that they had a lot of in game 2. Hopefully this doesn't resurface and become a problem, because it's going to be really hard for them to rein it in if it does.
Yes, and now we just saw Gannon serve. And Emily Stewart trying to get a kill attempt from the back row. Oh, and a little miscommunication happening between Laura Subject and Emily Stewart there. But Clarion is going to get that point due to it just hitting off of Gannon.
Yeah, they were lucky to get that point after that miscommunication, and they did.
Now we're going to see Carly Bernowski serve for Clarion. And Carly Bernowski was able to save that kill done by Hannah Kern.
Yeah, her dig went right back over the net.
Again, we're seeing this great volley happening between these teams. And Gannon was able to pull through with that point.
Yeah, Clarion just couldn't control the momentum on that ball, not the right angle.
One thing that you are seeing is Clarion looks like they're almost getting tired.
Yeah, it's been a long game so far. I know we're in game 4.
Carly Bernowski tried to get a kill attempt from the back row, but she just could not get it over the net. So Gannon leads 9-8. Emily Stewart trying to do a tip to the back row. Gannon tries to just get their kills back to back, but they were not able to. And Gannon got that point with Emily Stewart hitting a ball right out bounds.
Too much on it and right outside.
So we're gonna see Gannon again serve. And Gannon will get that point with the ball going out, and Coach Mills is going to call another timeout. One thing, whenever you look at the crowd, you see a lot of the other sports teams actually here supporting this team. It's great to see that.
Oh, absolutely. Clarion University Athletics is such a family. Everybody always comes out to all the other games to support.
Yeah, because up in the one corner you see baseball, other corner you see football, wrestling, ultimate frisbee, basketball's here. They have the
swimmers.
Yeah, there's some swimmers here also, and it's just great to see all of that. And then the crowd is just really like trying to boost their momentum. And
yeah, it doesn't matter what sport. When one of the Clarion sports is in the playoffs, you see not only the sports teams, but you know, a lot of the students coming out to support some winning Golden Eagles.
And it's a great thing to see. And you can even see our president, even though she's always at these games, but it's nice to see her support her school.
Absolutely.
Gannon just served, and Gannon's going to get that point because there was some miscommunication between Clarion, but Laura's subject said that she touched the ball, and they called it touched on the floor. Emily Stewart just took her frustration out on that call,
She
on
definitely
that
did.
ball. Because you even saw her
Absolutely.
face. She's like, you're going to call that?
Yeah, she's one of the most intense players on this Golden Eagles volleyball team.
Yeah, she is now. We just saw Corinne Manley serve for Clarion. And that ball is going to be called out by Gannon.
This is what Clarion needs. They need to take a nice little run to get back into this game.
Again, Corinne Manley serving for Clarion. Saw Gannon try to get a kill attempt. Emily Stewart also trying to get a kill attempt, but was denied. And you just see Weaver from Gannon trying to get all those kills in, but Clarion was able to react to them.
One of these fantastic volleys we have going on here.
And Emily Carver is going to get that point for Gannon.
No one was home for Clarion in that spot of the court. They all turned and watched it fall right to the floor.
So now we are going to have Gannon serve. And Laura's subject was able to read them.
She was.
And she
Like I
put it
said,
right in a hole.
She loves pulling those trick plays every now and again.
And that's just what they needed.
Absolutely.
And now Laura's subject is going to serve for Clarion. And she always tries to get that type of serve, and she did it tonight.
It worked on that one. It was risky. There, see it again.
Yes, it was. And
Risky going for that when Clarion so crucially needs the point and just gets it over, and to just get it over and play their game. But she went for it and got exactly what she wanted.
it's almost what she was trying to do in game one, and her and Coach Mills just laughed it off, but she finally got it, and Gannon will get that point. Ref said that someone on the Clarion team touched it, and no one's arguing. So no, Gannon will be serving. That was a powerful serve done by Megan Walters. Clarion got 4 hits, so Gannon will be serving again.
Yeah, Kelly Shannon had the kill attempt that went right into the net, and therefore Clarion couldn't hit it after that.
Hannah Heater there with the kill attempt, but it went straight out. I know, I personally would not want to be in front of Megan Walters' serves right now.
Yeah, me neither. Coach Mills takes a timeout for the Clarion Golden Eagles girls here. Gives them a moment to settle down. They started to look like they were going to come back. And Gannon got back on a roll and leads 16-12 now. Clarion needs to do something to get back into this.
Yeah, and maybe if the crowd gets more enthused, something might happen with them, but it just looks like the Clarion Eagles are just getting worn out from all these long volleys.
They do. It's been a long game so far.
It has been a very long game. Like the game started at 7 o'clock. It is now 8:36.
Yeah, it's an hour and a half into this. We're midway through game 4.
Yeah, so we're just gonna have to see how the rest of this plays out.
They're gonna have to conjure some sort of energy though if they plan on getting back into this, because they need to win game 4 here and play another game yet.
Yes, and now Gannon will be serving once again. And Gannon's going to get that point. Gannon leads 16-12 in game 4. They're already winning 2 games to 1. Gannon will get another point with the ball going awry off of Clarion.
Gannon leads by 6 points. Clarion really needs to put together a run to come back in this.
And that ball served by Megan Walters will be called out. So now we're going to see Emily Stewart serve for Clarion. And you just saw Gannon get a kill. It almost looked like Emily Stewart was a little scared after that ball.
Yeah, she was definitely not in the way of that momentum.
So now we're going to see Gannon serve again, and that ball went straight out.
Second Gannon serve in a row that's gone out, giving Clarion a chance at life. They just need to take it here and get some of their own serves and volley points.
And now you see the student section actually standing up, trying to get the players' momentum up. Carly Bernowski there with a roll. And Hannah Heater trying to get a kill. But Gannon's blockers were just too strong for that.
You see Clarion's playing with such desperation that it's kind of affecting their game, whereas Gannon, you know, they're up in this game, they're up in this set, everything's going their way.
Yes, and we will see Gannon here serve once again. Hannah Heater there with a tip and got that point. That is one, Clarion is very good at reading other teams. And that's just one thing that we do see a lot.
Yeah, they just need to put their reading glasses on for the rest of this set and keep up with those good situations.
Yes. Now we just had a great dig done by Morgan Sable. Carly Bernowski trying to get the kill attempt. And that will be called out. So Clarion will be getting that point.
See so much intensity on the faces of the front row faithful volleyball fans. They've been here every game.
Even last year. Gannon doing whatever they could to get the ball over, and Carly Bernowski just tried to tip it over. Morgan Sable again doing whatever they can, and they did it.
They got it over.
And then you saw Emily Carver there with the kill, with the score being 21-16 Gannon. We're going to see Megan Wendell here serve for Gannon. Corinne Manley there with a kill attempt. And Hannah Kern tried to get a kill attempt, but it went straight out. Oh, they are saying that it hit off of one of the players from Clarion, and you can see that everybody's
surprised on that one.
Yes. Everybody is very surprised by that. You heard the crowd booing. You saw Gannon was in the net there, so now Clarion will get that point.
Not arguing that one as much as they would have earlier in the game, obviously, because they're up.
Yes. So now we have Carly Bernowski serving for Clarion. Hannah Kern trying to get a kill attempt. Emily Stewart also with a kill attempt.
Great job off the block by Clarion, what they haven't been doing much of this game.
Gannon will get another point due to Clarion just barely touching the ball again. So now they're up 23-17 in game 4. We're gonna have Hannah Kern, who just served. Emily Stewart tried to get a kill attempt, but Gannon was just able to block it. Now we have Gannon serving for possible game match point. And that will be called out. So now the score is 24-18. We'll have to see what happens with Corinne Manley serving. And it hit the player.
Wow.
It hit the Gannon girl. They could have won that, but she just could not get out of the way in time.
Act of something supernatural and Clarion's side.
Yes. Because everybody was just like,
hold their breath on that one.
So now we're just going to have to see. And that ball was out again, done by Gannon. So Clarion is going to get that point. And Gannon is going to call a timeout with the score being 24-20. Gannon, and Clarion just got 2 excellent points.
Absolutely, but there's no margin for error. And I mean, obviously
none.
the girls know that, but they have to work well with the pressure. You can't let the pressure take away from your normal game. You have to harvest it and use it to your advantage. Put it behind some powerful kills, but.
Yes, and you even see the crowd. They are getting so into this game, and
everybody's into this.
It is amazing to see that.
Absolutely.
So we'll just have to see what happens here after this timeout. For who knows what is going to happen with this game. Corinne Manley serving for Clarion again. Some great volleying happening. And that is going to, they are going to call that out. So Gannon is going to win this game 25-20.
And that was all she wrote.
It was a great game by both teams.
Absolutely, great season.
That was a great season done by both teams, honestly. And it's always nice to actually watch both of these teams go head to head.
For sure, it's always great games between these two. Gannon will move on to face the winner of either University of Pittsburgh at Johnstown or Lock Haven, whoever wins that game, which is going on right now.
Yes, and it's just a great thing. So it's very upsetting to some of these girls that they won't be playing anymore, but there's always more games next year for the younger girls. And
absolutely.
And you can see just on their faces, Corinne Manley looks very upset. But we're going to see a replay of this, of the last few minutes of this game. And
that's such a tough call.
Personally, to me, it looked like it was on the back of the line.
It looked
and
like
that
a little
is
bit of
still
line.
in.
But, I mean, margin of error, I wouldn't want to make that call.
Yes,
especially
I would not want to either.
A game-ending call like that, I wouldn't want to make it.
Yes, exactly. But, you know, they played a great season.
Absolutely. Proud of our Golden Eagles through everything.
You always have to be proud of them no matter what. And it looks like Coach Mills is trying to tell them that right now. But that is all we have for you tonight on a 4-game.
Yeah, they still have the regionals. This happened last year. They lost in the first round. And because they're ranked number 3 in NCAA, they still will go on to the regional tournament.
Oh, then that is great news for them because
very glad that PA announcer James Ferguson reminded me of that, because
Yes.
I thought of that earlier in the set when they were losing, and I completely forgot in the heat of the moment. You know, disappointed that they won't go on for the PSAC champions, but they do still have regionals.
And that is great to hear.
Absolutely.
But that is it for us tonight. So
That's it for us for CUTV Volleyball.
yeah, so I hope you guys all enjoyed this match. It was a great match. Thank you, Bre, for commentating with me.
Absolutely. Thank you, Taylor, for being a wonderful play-by-play to work with this season.
And I hope everybody has a great night.